it's Eve here from Mystic Rainbow Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today. This is a reading about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom that was requested. So I will just get the cards and give them a shuffle and see what messages we have about Katy and Orlando. So messages we need to know about Katy and Orlando. Katy and Orlando, please. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. What's going on with them these days? Katy and Orlando. Katy and Orlando. Katy and Orlando. Katy . So let's see what we've got then. Just going to put the cards down there and organise them so you can see them. I might need to put them forward a bit. That's it. So let's see what the first card is. And the first card in the reading is the Three of Swords. So let's hold that up. I feel this represents some sadness, pain and sorrow relating to Katy's divorce from Russell Brand. Yeah, I'm getting that this was a very difficult time for Katy. She was still quite young, I think in her 20s, and her career had only recently taken off. A few years previous to that, and she was concentrating on staying at the top and building on what she had achieved in her singing career. And then she married Russell very quickly, and I can actually remember them having this big wedding at what looked like an Indian safari park. I saw it on the news, and I think they were riding on elephants. Maybe that was instead of a limousine. But it was a huge wedding. They seemed to get off to a very good start, but things did change very quickly as their careers took them to different directions. And Katy was on tour for the first year of their marriage, and Russell concentrating on filming and shows with his career, but they were always in two different parts of the world. I feel that when they did get short breaks, to spend time together. They wanted different things. Katy was still quite young and wanted to party and dance and socialise with other celebs, and Russell had lived the party scene some years before he'd met Katy, and his drink and drug addictions nearly killed him, so he didn't want to go back to that lifestyle because he'd cleaned himself up. He wanted to spend the short time they had off just being together as a couple, quietly in and around home, getting to know each other better. Because I think he was about 9 years older than her, and he wanted to start a family. He was at that stage in his life, and she just wasn't ready for that. So I think this is why people need to sit down and talk to each other about what they both want in the future and expect before they get married, so that they're sort of on the same page. Anyway, after a lot of rows, they split up and divorced because of wanting two different things. So let's see what the next card is. The next card is the Nine of Swords, and I am getting that Katy had some sort of emotional breakdown after they separated and had to go and have some kind of rehab treatment for this. I think she was really being too hard on herself at the time. I think she was going through a lot of negative self-talk and had tried to take on too much too soon. It was when she was at her height of fame, and with all the pressures to do with interviews and shows, she couldn't have easily fitted in being a mum too, and yet she wasn't ready to give her career up when she had only recently made it and worked so hard to get there. So that must have been a very difficult time. This all caused her a lot of anxiety and stress and depression, with the divorce thrown in on top of everything else. She had a lot to deal with. I am also getting that Orlando understands Katy's past, and they are supportive to each other, because in the past Orlando has been through similar things. He has experienced a very upsetting divorce. He was married to model Miranda Kerr and used to drink heavily himself because of the pressures of show business, and had to go to rehab too. So they both suffered the stress of trying to run a full-time career, being hugely famous, and trying to find time to keep a happy marriage. And at the time they couldn't handle it, and it all fell apart. Plus I feel in the film world and the pop world, they have to work excessively long hours, which is a physical and mental strain on any relationship. But now Katy and Orlando live completely different lives and have put their drinking and partying days behind them and matured a lot. So it helps that they are older now and don't want to live like that anymore. Let's put that back and see what the next card is. Keep them straight. So the next card in the reading is the Ace of Cups. So I feel this relates because I've just noticed we've got the Two of Cups as well. So with these two together, I'll just hold those up so you can see them. So with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, with these two coming out together in the reading, it relates to what they have been wishing for and has happened. And this would be that they did have a break themselves from their relationship that they're in now. That's Katy and Orlando. But what they were actually wishing for was to stay friends. So they got back in contact and stayed friends. But these two really missed each other and realised that there really was something special between them, and wanted to get back together again as a proper dating couple. And so they did. But they took things slowly, going on vacations together and just having fun times. And I feel like their love was just growing all the time, and they are surprisingly compatible actually, and have grown into a power couple who really do support each other. They have learnt to compromise within the relationship so that one of them is not always trying to take the lead, and they have found things have worked out a lot better like that, and they really can have a lot of fun together without either of them being in charge. Orlando does think Katy is very fun to be around and is attracted to her charisma and sees her as a hot, flamboyant lady. And what Katy sees in Orlando is what she secretly desires, because he is very grounded and stable, and she does rely on Orlando as her emotional anchor. I am getting that he is more reserved than Katy and conventional, whereas Katy is a risk taker and an adventurous type of person. Orlando is more of a private person who likes spending time at home, you know, all comfy, and would be very happy just to stay home with Katy and cuddle on the sofa. These two do feel like fate has brought them together. So let's put that one back, and with this Two of Cups here, and here they are together, Katy and Orlando. This represents their specific relationship. I feel these two have balance and equality, because their minds, hearts and soul all long for the same thing that will be the very best thing for both of them together. So as this card has turned up in the reading, it symbolises their romance and engagement, the proposal of marriage. I am getting that they are planning their wedding. This relationship has really evolved from friends to love, and now to marriage soon, because I feel from the first time these two met there was an instant attraction. Katy finds Orlando very attractive because he is very self-assured and determined with everything he does in life. She sees that Orlando is the type of person who knows what he wants in life. She likes this confidence and determination about him, not to mention that she thinks he has a fit body. Orlando does work out and is always trying to get Katy to join him on his exercise routines, because he likes to encourage her spiritually, emotionally and physically. They do yoga and are all things spiritual and keeping fit. They did have a big engagement do. I remember seeing in the news at the time, which, if I remember rightly, he proposed from a helicopter hovering on a rooftop on Valentine's Day. Well, I do know this would have been Katy's dream come true, all the excitement and adventure, because she just loves all of that type of thing. So I think Katy would have been thinking, he's just proven that he's my dream guy by doing all of this just for me. So let's put that back and see what else we have in the reading. So next we have the two of Pentacles. See that? I feel this relates to Orlando, and he has had difficulty juggling his career and feeling a bit overwhelmed with the amount of work he has had to fit in with his busy schedule, especially since he is a father now. I think his son is about 8 years old. He wants to be there for him and make sure he has a stable home environment. I believe he has shared parenting with his ex-wife Miranda. Plus Katy is the new stepmom to be. And I do feel she has a very good relationship with Orlando's son, and is a very big part of the shared parenting and family life with Orlando. Because what happened was, Orlando was in so many films a few years ago. He was huge. I can remember just a few that I watched: Pirates of the Caribbean, Troy and Lord of the Rings, but he's been in loads of films. When I think back, it's over 20 films. So he thought all the never-ending film roles, well, I think this is how it felt to him. It was all getting too much, and he was exhausted and stressed, with no time for family and friends and everybody he cared about. So I am getting that he decided to look for a new avenue in his career. So when they say fame comes with a price, I believe that's true. So he decided to go back to the stage, you know, back to appearing in plays. He's also on the TV now, so that he can take things at a more relaxed pace and have more time to spend with Katy and his son. So I do feel that's real dedication to his relationship to Katy. So let's put that down. See what else we've got. We've got the Ten of Pentacles here. So that way you can see it. This relates to both Katy and Orlando reaching that time of accomplishment and a feeling of they've done the hard work over the years, and they're with their careers, and they've now accumulated a lot of wealth. So they feel they don't need or want to work as hard as they did when they were younger, striving for recognition and wealth. They are just proud to have done all that they have and achieved what they set out to, and can literally say, I've been there and I've got the t-shirt. Now I can sit back more and just pick and choose what I want to do, and sort of take the easier road, you know, weekends off and early nights, because Katy has given up touring for now. She'll just do the odd performance when she wants to, and just releases music when she feels she wants to. And she has been doing TV appearances and shows because that fits in with her life now, with Orlando, who also now does plays and TV, and he feels the same as her. They've got the time for this relationship, doing things this way, because they have this nice, settled, secure life together that they are nurturing, and want to make sure they have time for it. They have both matured a lot in the past few years, and neither of them want that fast partying life anymore. They are older now and want to relax and enjoy time together, family time, and in a quieter way. This is also about them wanting to settle down with a family, and that in the future they will not struggle for anything, especially not in the financial department. This is about them both having good intentions for this relationship, and it has and will do good for their emotional well-being, giving them the security they both want, both financially and emotionally. So let's see what else we've got. Here we've got the Temperance. I'll put that where you can see it. I feel this card is about heavenly love. It is a good card to have turn up in this reading, because Katy and Orlando are two people whose differences bring out the best in each other. They do have a strong, deep love for each other, but it will have to survive the changes and adaptation of both internal and external. And I feel it will transform them from the inside out, because this relationship is one that heals. Yes, it will help them renew their self-esteem and feel worthy of being loved again. In their healing, they will gently learn to love themselves again, because these two have been through tough, upsetting divorces. And for anyone who has been through a divorce, and I know I have, no one wins, and there is so much upset on both sides. It does take quite a while to recover and build yourself back up to normal again, sort of so that you can get on with your life. And this is what this relationship has done for them. It has released the upsets, boosted their self-esteem, showing them that they can be loved again, and they both believe in this relationship now. And it's working better because they're both more mature. They know how to have a relationship. Neither of them want to go through the divorce thing again. So they're also keeping and using their common sense with this relationship. That's why they have been taking things slowly up until now. I feel like there has been a transformation going on, and Orlando has been Katy's rock, helping her to be strong again because of the emotional issues she has had in the past. And now she feels strong, secure and confident because of his help. So let's see what we have next in the reading. Put those straight. So here we have the Six of Wands. I feel this relates to Katy and Orlando have been in high spirits. I expect it's been since their engagement and all the talk and planning of their wedding and future together, which is great, because when you think about it, they have managed to turn themselves full circle from getting divorced to being happy and in love again. I feel like these two sort of teach each other in this relationship, and they say how they feel and want it to be, and give each other positive feedback when needed. They feel a sense of victory, that they can make things work with this relationship, and they are going to really try this time round to get it right. I feel Orlando keeps Katy grounded because he is a very traditional type of man, a very practical person, and likes financial stability and security, whereas Katy is more of a carefree and extremely emotional, and an emotional relationship means more than worldly wealth to her. Orlando is a very logical person, and she is more impatient about things. Katy feels very safe with Orlando because she can tell him anything about her past, and it doesn't put him off her, because her past just doesn't faze or concern him, and he's completely committed to her. She seemed to know he was Mr. Right after only a short time together. I do feel like Orlando is a good father, and also think they will make a very good parents together, as they do want some children of their own. Orlando has been very ambitious himself, and Katy too, so I feel they would be devoted to raising their children to become successful and strong people like themselves. I don't see their wedding being a huge thing like Katy's first one to Russell Brand, but I do see her being a lot happier this time round. Yeah, she really will be happy in this marriage. So then the next card is the Ten of Cups. I'll put that where you can see it. I feel this relates to what Katy and Orlando want, and they do have this to some extent already, because they live together, they're engaged and are going to get married. This is about them having harmony and relaxation, the close little family unit that they have. They share this unity, security and loving affection together as a family. These two have done the fame, and Katy has done the concert tours, and Orlando has been in a lot of films, but it's like they've come home to the place that really matters more than anything else to them. Their nice cozy home and family unit and all the love they share together. I am getting that they are planning their wedding. They have even talked about having more children. They would like a couple of children together. These two have found happiness and contentment together and now know what their priorities are: a happy family and a comforting home, as you see on the card. So with this card, I do feel this relationship is going to be long term. They are both feeling very positive about their future together, and they do fulfill each other on a deep emotional level because they have a strong emotional connection, commitment and love for each other. Now that they are both a bit older and more mature, they both value relationships more than they value material possessions or success at work. So here they are these days with their ideal home. This is what they truly want: the loving relationship, family and happy home, and the marriage is just the icing on the cake. So just put that down, and I'm just going to pick up my oracle pack and give it a quick shuffle and see what messages we get for Katy and Orlando. So Katy and Orlando, any more messages for Katy and Orlando? Messages we need to know about Katy and Orlando. So let's just put down a couple of cards from here, see what we get from these. So the first one we've got is worth waiting for. So this relates to this relationship was worth waiting for, even though they both have had previous relationships that didn't work out. Everything was leading them to this one because things always come together in divine timing. So I feel they have let their intuition guide them this time around. So what's the next one? The next card, oh, that's very apt. That's the engagement card. So this is all about the deep love and commitment they share, the promise to marry each other. And I don't know if you've seen Katy's ring, her engagement ring, but it's a beautiful ruby and there's lots of diamonds, and it's rumoured to be worth £2 million. Wow. This is also about Orlando treating Katy like his princess and Katy seeing Orlando as her Prince Charming. This goes even deeper too about taking care of themselves and working out how they want their relationship to be like in their lives. It's all about learning to commit to yourself, you know, love yourself and not be a doormat in any area of your life, work, family, home or with friends, but also the commitment to your partner and working out the future of how they both want that to be like. So let's see what this one, the last one is the true love card. Yeah, it's true love. This relates to they both feel that this relationship will work, and it's true love because this is a more mature, understanding relationship that they have both been looking for. And this genuine love they have for each other means they do treasure what they have, and they can discuss anything with each other. So let's put that down. That's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified when I do another video. If you would like a private reading, my email is below. Bye for now. See you in the next video.